The biggest reason why I like retail is this. Everybody in the room is going to have an incredible story, okay? An incredible story. But sometimes you get a person that has even a more amazing story than you do yourself. But what happened to my grandmother was simply amazing. And the things that happened to her health were absolutely amazing, okay? And when those things started to clear up for her, I said, oh my goodness, this Herbalife product is amazing, okay? And when you have someone that's the first customer that you have, that you get that loses 25 kilos and all kinds of different problems go away, and they are healthier than they've ever been in their entire life, and they come to you and say, thank you so much for giving me this Herbalife product. That's the day that you're gonna know that this business is a lot more than just making money. It's truly a thing where you are helping people out. And that's the day when you are gonna say, I'm proud to wear my button. I'm proud to go out and talk about the products. I'm proud about being an Herbalife distributor. Now, let me give you a concept, okay, about going out here and selling the products, all right? And there's habits that you need to do to get yourself going, okay? And the first problem when you get started is just getting started, okay? And that's the most difficult part. You know, when you go out that very first day and you've got your button on and you're trying it for that very first day, okay? Does everybody remember that? Okay, that first day, okay? And you were kind of excited, but you were scared to death. It was almost a little excitement mixed with enthusiasm and nausea. You know what I'm saying? You felt good about what you were doing, but you wanted to throw up at the same time, okay? You weren't quite certain, you know what I'm saying? And you've got that button on, and you're out there, and you know, someone first gives you that first, how do you lose weight? And you're like, you know? The sweat starts going on the t-shirt, right? And it just seems like comes out of your mouth, right? Okay? See, you have to make that first step, okay? And the second time you do it, it's a little easier, okay? And the next time you do it, it's a little easier, okay? But I'm telling you, it takes you 40, 50, 60 times of going out here and getting people to make fun of your button and getting some yeses and getting some confidence and stuff like that, okay, to get over it, okay, to get over it. You all got to get over it, okay, and your people all got to get over it, okay? I'm telling you, it's going to take you about 50 sales of going out there and getting no's and people that laugh and people that say, but then you get, and they give you the money and you get a little confidence and you get another customer and you get some more confidence. And that happens about 50 times, and pretty soon now you're very strong about what you're doing and you're confident about going out, okay? That's a very important process that you go through, okay? But after you go through it, then you're confident and you go out and do it a lot and you're not so nervous. So here's the thing, because you're all gonna go through this, right? Okay? So you got a choice. If it's gonna take you about these 50 customers and getting over pitching lots of people about the products, you can do this 50 people that you need to get and have it take a year and go through a pain of doing it in a year, or you can do it in the next 30 days. See, and then you'd have your confidence level up so that you can make money faster, okay? And the point I'm trying to make is sometimes people come to these meetings and we give you all the information and we give you all what to do, and then you go home and you think about do, and you think about do, and you think about this, and you think about that, but you don't do. Learning this information is great, but it's useless unless you start putting it into action, okay? And the more action you get, the more confident you get. The more people you get, the more excited you are. The more people that say yes, the more money you make. The more money you make, the more excited you get, you see? And you've got to go through that process to make a little bit of strength for yourself so that you can get excited finally about yourself and you go, okay? And it just makes sense to get it out of the way quick, because everything that you do is quick is better and easier, and I'll explain that here in a few minutes. So if you want to get it out of the way quick, here's the way to do it. Talk to 10 people a day about the product. Not a big chore. 10 people a day that you sit down or on the street or however you do it in a party plan or whatever way you want to do it, but you talk to 10 whole people a day about the product. You give them the whole thing, which doesn't take very long. You guys saw me do the product presentation yesterday. Shakes twice a day, tablets 3 times a day, lose weight like crazy, story, give me the money. It's not exactly a huge, difficult deal, okay? Now, let's say that we're going to have you take time off, okay, because we don't want you working too hard, okay? And you're going to take the weekends off, and you do this for 22 days a month. That's 220 people that you talk to during the month. Now, let me just ask you this. How many of you, if you make 5 presentations about the product, okay? You sit down with someone or it's a group, however you do it, you make 5 presentations. How many of you get at least 1 customer out of 5 people? Okay, a little long for the translation. Okay, look around. Everybody. Okay, everybody. All right? So this is good. So if you talk to 10 people a day and you do this for 22 days, that means you're going to have 50 customers on the product. Because all it's taking you is 1 out of 5 that you've got on the product. And many of you, how many of you get, if you sit them down and tell them the whole story about the product, how many of you get half the people to buy? Okay, a lot more. Okay, but I'm just giving you the bad result here. But we're talking 50 customers. Average sale is $100, even more in some of your areas. That means you're going to be making $2,500 a month or $30,000 a year by selling the product. That's exciting because that's something that anybody can do by just getting their distributor kit. I want you to think about this. How many businesses can you start, okay? I mean, if you were to just go out and start a little beauty salon, okay? Some little dinky beauty salon, how much would it cost? 20,000, 25 grand, could be 100 grand depending on the area and stuff like that. Okay, just a beauty salon we're talking about. Now they've got to do all kinds of things. They've got to have their sign up on the building. They've got to have some accountants to figure out what's going on. They probably hired a lawyer to get their contracts for their setup on their retail store. They got to keep inventory. They got to manage their employees. They got to write checks. They got to do all this stuff. And in most cases, write this down, 98% of most businesses go out of business within the first 1 or 2 years. So now we've got this woman that opened up this great little beauty salon, has invested all this money, okay, and the chances of going broke is very high, and she's got to do all these things, and all we're saying is you get a distributor kit, okay, for $100 lousy, which has got $100 of the stuff that you can use, and we're only going to tell you to talk to 10 people a day, and you make $30,000 a year. What a business! That's unbelievable. See, I'm telling you this because I want you to realize how lucky we are, okay? This is unbelievable. This doesn't happen in normal businesses. That's what's so amazing about the Herbalife business. If anybody tells you no, okay, when you're out here, especially when you're new, a lot of times you take that personally, like you're bad person kind of thing. Just because they say no doesn't mean no, okay? They want to do it, okay? They want to do it. They just don't have the ambition and the desire to try it one more time, okay? And that's what the deal is and stuff like that, you know? So they want to do it, okay? And that's why sometimes your inspiration of someone like yourself doing it, like Jim said in the beginning here, as opposed to putting this onto a store shelf, is very, very important, okay? Because on the store shelf, no one is going to be able to be there to back the person up, especially not only instruct them on how to get onto the product, but more importantly, when they fall off track, and this happens to a number of people when they're trying to diet or so on. When they ask you about the product, your initial reaction is very important. So they say, hey, how do you lose weight? And you say, God, you're not even going to believe it. It's this incredible product called Herbalife. It's so amazing. I got on the product and lost 16 pounds. And all I had to do that is because it's all this nutrition stuff that's in there, is I drank these 2 shakes a day that are jam-packed full of proteins and everything, and took these tablets 3 times a day, which have got the herbs and all the minerals and all the things that make you feel hungry, and you lose weight like crazy. And the greatest thing is you can eat anything that you want to. All you got to do is you cut back. And when you lose weight, it takes away your appetite. It gives you all the nutrition so you feel great. And it comes in 3 incredible flavors: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. Which one would you like to drink? Give me the check. Now, who could do that? Everybody. Here's what your customers want. They want you to believe that they're going to lose weight even more than they believe in it themselves. They want your excitement. They want your enthusiasm. They want to see what's in your eyes, what's in your heart. Okay? And I'm telling you something. If you'll just dig down deep and feel what it's like to be the customer, okay? Because most of the customers, if they say no to you, they don't want to try this. Let me tell you something. They don't mean no. They just mean that I don't want to try on another weight loss program one more time. It has nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with the way the lacking in your dress or where your check's at this moment or where your business is at this moment. It just means that there's a lot of people out there that can't get the guts up one more time. That's why if we can feel down in the pit of our stomach how it is for them to be as an individual, we can talk to them, okay? And they feel what we say in our heart, and they feel what we say in our eyes, and they start to believe in how it comes out. Not what you say, how you feel about what you say is what's important. And they get on the product, and finally they're losing weight, and someone who's very negative is very happy, and pretty soon the husband's on the product, and he's losing weight, and they're doing great together. And when they walk down every single day for the Sunday stroll, every single neighbor sees that they're looking good and feeling good, and everybody says, my goodness, the clouds are doing much better as people and stuff like that. And then they hear about the Herbalife opportunity, and they invite them down to the Tuesday night's meeting, and pretty soon they're on the world team, and pretty soon they do their 10,000 3 months in at the row, and they're at the home office, and they're becoming Get Team members.
Let me see. I don't know if it's just my video or y'all video, but ain't none of y'all got a video. But oh no, y'all back. Back at it again. Welcome to the Sunday call, you guys. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while. How long has it been? It's been only a week. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. Let me get this light better so y'all can see. There you go. Gang, gang. Active royalty member Jerry Cooper. Been in the business about 4.5 years, coming up on 5-ish. I remember like when I finally started to get like how to do Herbalife. It was exciting, right? People started to say yes. More people was like, yo, yeah, I want to get on products. Yes, I want to lose weight. More people was like, yes, I want to make money. Yes, I want to join the team. Yes, I want to be a part of something. And so I remember like when that was happening to me, I was in the Herbalife-ness. I was in all of the shit. I was showing them to all the events. I was getting on all the calls. I was doing as much as I can. I was wearing my button everywhere. I was abusing the products. I was talking to everybody I knew. And it just seemed like the spillover of filling the Herbalife cup was so much for me that it had to, you know what I'm saying, come out somewhere. And it came out as far as results, as far as business partners, as far as new clients, as far as the exciting parts about Herbalife when people are saying yes. But I remember taking it back even farther than that. What kind of got me sold, and I remember, like, I always tell you guys that I went to the event and I saw what was possible, and I was like, what the fuck? I've been missing out on everything, da 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 da, right? But really, truly, before that, what really got me started as far as like, damn, this is for real. I remember I was working at Polo at the time, and I will never forget this, right? So this is during the time where I was just selling the products. I really wasn't coaching people. I was really just, trying to get money or whatever. And I remember this lady kept buying products from me, and I was like, okay, cool. I got a consistent buyer. I'm fired up about that, right? And then I remember it was my lunchtime at Polo, and I was sitting in my car chilling, and she called me, right? And she called me crying. Now, mind you, this is a grown lady. I'm like 21, 22 at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really like sure about how to build relationships as far as this kind of thing. But so she called me. I'm thinking to myself, like, first of all, why are you calling me? Like, I didn't text you. Why are you calling me? But whatever, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? What's popping? She called me. She's crying. What the hell are you? I'm not the best when people are crying in my face. I'm not the best, right? I'm the type of person that'll laugh because I'm nervous, I'm uncomfortable, right? So she's calling me. She's crying. She's like, oh my God, Jerry, I can't believe it. I'm like, what happened? Like, did your leg fall off? Like, the shakes didn't do that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you good? Your heart is right. Anyway, she's like, oh my God, I dropped 40 pounds. Mind, she's been buying the products for like 3 months now. So she's like, oh, I dropped 40 pounds. My husband is feeling way better about our marriage. We're not going to get a divorce anymore. We're going out. We're having fun. We're smiling. We're kissing more. I just want to call you and say thank you. I'm going out right now, and I'll talk to you soon. Click, right? And so I sat there, and I was like, damn. So for me, right, and this is just the reality of it, right? For me, I was trying to make more money. I was trying to, get the sales, right? Keep her around so she could keep buying products, right? But for her, that same transaction was like, yo, this is damn near one of my last times that I can invest into something that'll help save my marriage, right? I'm going to trust this guy to help me lose weight so I can save my marriage, right? And at that moment, I didn't really see how profound it was until I looked back later. But I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I was trying to make more money and get her to buy the products so I could put more gas in my car so I could buy more food, right? She was like, yo, I'm trying to save my marriage. I need to lose 40 pounds. So just going off of what Mark Hughes said, you'll realize that this business is deeper than just about money. You'll see that it's people that really need help, that people that really need something to look forward to, and you have the access to that, right? Just think about how many family members that you might have currently, or friends, right? Raise your hand if you have a family member or a friend right now that can benefit from using the products. Right? So for me, when that person called me and I thought about it after the fact, I thought about my mom. I was like, yo, my mom could really use these products. She's been overweight my whole life, right? Because I'm the third child of 3. So me growing up, seeing her overweight was just normal to me until I got aware to the fact that that's not normal. You shouldn't be carrying baby weight 20 years after the fact. All right. Yes, mom, I love you, but check it out. You ain't doing what you're supposed to do. You feel me? So we got her on a program, and she lost a total of 100 pounds and counting. Let me grab this charger real quick. I don't want to cut off on y'all. But in the meantime, in between time, where'd it go? Oh my God. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. We can play one of my favorite songs that get me hyped while I'm preparing to do anything Herbalife related or even to the gym. Y'all want to hear it? Y'all can just listen to it while I'm going. Oh, all right. That's all y'all needed. Anyway, remember I talked to you guys about theme songs. You gotta have a theme song. That's my theme song. So anyway, you'll learn that this business is more than just about money. You'll learn that people really need help, and you'll learn that you'll really help people, which is an awesome part about it. And you'll also learn that it's going to take repetition for you to get better at it, right? Who on here has 50 customers, or who sold products to 50 different people on this call? Raise your hand. Right. Amanda, obviously, because she's been around the longest, but that doesn't mean anything actually that she's been around the longest, because any one of y'all could have had 50 customers by now, right? Any one of us. The same wind blows on us all. So it's not as if like, oh, just because she's been around longer, she got 50 people. Like, yeah, okay, I get it. If you've been around one day, if this is your first day as a distributor, yeah, okay, you probably don't got 50 people. But if you've been around 2 months, 3 months, there's no reason why you couldn't have 50. So my point in saying that was, Mark, if you was listening to the call before or to the personal development beforehand, it's going to take about 50 times for you to get comfortable with actually talking to people face-to-face about the products and the transaction. Who still gets kind of nervous or shaky a little bit when it's coming to talking about the money? Like, okay, do you want to give me the money? Like, how do you want to pay for it? You want to put it in my hand? Do you want to swipe the card? You know what I'm saying? Listen, right? Check it out. Who goes to Walmart? Raise your hand if you go to Walmart. When you go to Walmart, are you shaky about giving them your money? Are you shaky about buying them stuff that you probably don't? Who go to Target? Who buys more than what they need at Target when you go? Do you ever feel shaky about at the cash register, like, I don't know if I'm nervous about paying the card? No, you not nervous. They not nervous by asking you. Trust me, they not. They probably don't even want to be there. Right? So don't feel nervous when it's like, listen, check it out. Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. You get the cellulose, you get the tea with the aloe. That'll be $166.25. How you want to pay? Cash, Venmo, or card? You gotta be confident in it because you set the posture up when you come off like that from the beginning of the conversation. Actually, Marcus, I see you with the products in the back. I see you back there making them. Feel me? I'm sipping on my aloe or my lift off too. Gang, gang. Right? But when you talk to people from the beginning, set your posture and keep that posture from beginning to the end as a confident businessman or woman, because you are a business man. Y'all remember when Jay-Z said that? I don't know if y'all know that Jay-Z said that. Like, I'm a businessman, but I'm a business man. You see what I'm saying? So remember that. Keep that posture throughout the whole conversation. And it's going to take about 50 times, right? So if you haven't got your 50 yet, if you haven't got 10 yet, if you haven't got 20 yet, it's about time to get out there and talk about that, right? Like the basics of everything is getting out there and talking to people. Go in pairs, right? If you live with someone that is in your area, right? Go in pairs and make it a lot funner and make it a lot easier. Okay, I bet you I can talk to 10 people before you can, right? Meet me back here in 45 minutes and we'll see who talks to the most. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Make a game out of it to make it funner. But yeah, so that's what you can do. Get used to that, how do I say, that battle, quote unquote, because that's just what's going to be there all the time. You're going to have to ask people how they want to pay. Like the more comfortable you can get talking to people about how they want to pay, and obviously increasing your skills on the front end of that before you ask for the money, the more fun and the easier it'll be for you to progress in your Herbalife career, and for you to have retail money, and for you to have higher volume, and for you to have higher customers, preferred members, such and such. Does that make sense? Cool. Awesome. Marcus, give us your 30-second story.
Oh, okay. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
So I'm a manager at Men's Warehouse. I've been doing retail since 18. Haven't really expanded to really do anything outside of that, really. Got into fitness about 2 years ago. Got pretty good at that because I've been an athlete since high school, middle school. And then my cousin Angelica gave me a little word up about Herbalife. And before Herbalife, I actually did Amway, and I actually did one financial group. So I was familiar with the business. I was familiar with the program, how everything was working out. But it seemed a bit more easier for me to kind of philosophy and put this in place in my lifestyle because I was already in it. So I was like, all right, let me put two and two together, and now it just seems easier for me to talk about it. So even at work, I'm always talking about the gym, and they're talking about, oh, how you get this results, how you get that, how you feel about that, like what do you use? I'm like, oh, I use Herbalife. It seems like I got the better results out of that from what I've been using. So he seems like a bit more confident to use that, and I feel like you guys can use that too if you guys got the goals you guys trying to reach. And then I got people hit me up all the time at the gym and things like that. So I feel like my outreach has been just adapting to my lifestyle to use the products I have. And so far, it's slowly progressing, but it's been pretty good since middle of November. And since then, I feel like I've been doing a pretty good climb up the ladder since then.
There you go. That's what's up. But
yeah.
30 seconds, though. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
My bad.
Yeah.
Just cut me off.
So look, so this is how it's going to go, guys. So that was awesome. The reason why I asked him is because I knew that he didn't have too much structure as far as 30-second story. But I just wanted to hear what he would say if somebody was like, yo, tell your story, right? So when the 30-second story, right, just so you guys know, just for clarification for leadership purposes, right, and grooming purposes, when you say your 30-second story, it's either you can choose, right? Either it's already told to you as far as how to say it, not how to say it, but either business or results. That's what I mean as far as how to say it. So you could say for your prerogative, 30-second story about your results, or a 30-second story about the business opportunity and what it's done for you, right? So before Herbalife, when Jorge, I was talking to you about this the other day. Before Herbalife, what happened when you started Herbalife, and after Herbalife, as far as your results or the business opportunity. So a 30-second story is, for example, 30-second story for me, right? I used to be a college athlete. I was 175, 6'4". I was looking for a way to gain weight. I was trying to go D1. One of my ex-teammates, he moved to LA. He got into Herbalife. I started seeing him post about it on social media. I asked him about what the opportunity was. He gave me the opportunity, got me on the products, got started. My first month, I gained 4 pounds of lean muscle, dropped 4% body fat, and I was super excited. Now, 4.5 years later, I'm up 35 pounds of lean muscle, the strongest I've ever been, and I'm super excited about what my body is going to achieve later, right? 30-second story, boom, about your results. What you used to do before Herbalife, as far as your results, how you got started, and where you're at now. The in-between, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that is the conversation, right? Sometimes when you're out in public, out in the marketplace, right? That's the conversation you're having when you're talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, you're going to have conversations where you talk about like more in detail about what it is. But the 30-second story is because it's not about you. It's about the other person. People love to hear about themselves. They love to talk about themselves. So yeah, you say, hey, this is what happened. This is where I was at before Herbalife. This is how I got introduced. And this is where I'm at as far as now, or this is where I got my first result. And this is where I'm at now. Right. So for the business opportunity, you could be like, yo, I was a college student. I was broke. Living at home, 21 with no bills. I got introduced to the Herbalife opportunity. Within my first month, I made $300 and I was super excited. Now, 3.5 years later, Naz doing it full-time. I'm doing it part-time with a full-time mentality. I was able to make $2,600 last month. You see what I'm saying? Now, that's the 30-second story for your business. You see what I'm saying? So for you guys, when you talk to people, of course, you're going to have the little in-between when you're having that conversation. If it's like one of those conversations, like, yeah, of course. But I ain't gonna say as a whole, but you guys need to be able to master the 30-second story. You see what I'm saying? Because people love to talk about themselves more than they want to talk about you. So the more you can get people to talk about them, they'll feel more comfortable and you'll build that rapport, that relationship. Now they can be like, yo, what's up with you? Well, let me tell you about me and my results and my business. Let me tell you about it. Right? So talk to people about them. Say your part, your 30-second. Now ask them about them, what they do, their results. And that's a cool thing too. A little side nugget right now. People might be saying like, oh, I'm using Muscle Farm. I'm using Gold Standard. I'm using whatever, right? Whatever is out there. A great question to ask people like, yo, what's your results in the last 30 days? What's your results in the last 30 days? So now you putting a time frame. I'm like, bruh, is that product really working for you? What you done did in the last month? Now for you, you can come back, yo, in the last 30 days, I done got peeled out. You feel me? In the last 30 days, I done put on muscle. I done increased my bench press by about 25 pounds, something. You see what I'm saying? But the thing about it is when you ask that person that question, you got to be able to have something for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, in the last 30 days, that's what happened for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little side nugget. Carlos, 30-second story. Results or the business?
All right. Before the business, dealing with a bunch of personal stuff, I was starting to climb up in weight, not the good way, getting up into like the 200s. So I added Amanda one day on Facebook, seen her. I knew her from way back in the day, 5th grade. I seen her posting about all the Herbalife stuff, so I hit her up. She got me signed up as a preferred member and then started talking about the business. Hopped on that. Now I'm down 30 pounds. I'm feeling great, feeling happy. Got a bunch of good friends now, so everything's, golden.
That is perfect. That is perfect. Takesha, 30-second story. Business or results?
Okay. Can you hear me? So I was introduced to Herbalife. During that time, I was a gym rat, and even though I was working at the gym, I still had a little pooch, cut up but with a little pooch. And I met this guy, Coop, and he introduced Herbalife to me. So I looked at some products, and the products that stuck with me was Total Control and Cellulose. And within a few weeks, my stomach started losing, like the pooch started going away. So I knew then it worked. So now my goal is to get back into the competition shred.
Perfect. That is a perfect 30-second story about the results and what had happened for you. Josefina, 30-second story.
I was a real estate investor. Well, I am a real estate investor, and I was modeling beforehand. And I took time off to become a real estate investor, and then I was studying. But everything I was working day and night, so I didn't have no energy, and I wasn't eating right. And I was going to the gym, but I didn't have no results. And I contacted Amanda because I knew she was in Herbalife, and I had lost weight previously from Herbalife. And now I have more energy, and I could work day and night.
That is perfect. Look, listen, you guys are taking this and running with it. This is how it's supposed to be. Yes, I tell you guys how it goes, and you guys is acting on it. That is freaking awesome. Jorge, 30-second story.
Before Herbalife, I was previously already a fitness coach for other business owners. I slowly started doing the transition to become an independent coach for myself. I got introduced to Herbalife by reaching out to my boy Cooper, and now because of Herbalife, now my goal is going to be to open up a club this 2019. Without Herbalife, I wouldn't have the tools to create that.
That is freaking amazing. Yes. And that's powerful too, how you said it, like, now after Herbalife, I'm going to open up my own. You see what I'm saying? It's like, so when you talk to somebody about that, they may be like, oh, what do you mean open up your own? Like, open up your own what? You know what I'm saying? That leads to the conversation of nutrition club and, everything that come with that. So that's super awesome. Perfect share. Thank you. Amanda. First of all, who's off you, or who was that? Oh, that was just me. 30-second story. Business or results?
Okay. Before Herbalife, I was super underweight. I was always sick all the time. My immune system was low, and I found Herbalife. And then I found Herbalife. I was able to gain over 30 pounds of lean muscle mass. And throughout my journey, I've been feeling a lot healthier, more confident in my own skin. I love the way that I look. My clothes fit better. And throughout this journey, I've been able to help other people and make extra income, and therefore I'm able to live on my own in the Bay Area.
Perfect. So you see, she mixed both in there. She was like, yo, like, I feel more confident in my skin, and because I feel more confident in my skin, people started noticing, and I was able to start making extra money, so on and so forth. Now I got my crib in the Bay. Awesome. See what I'm saying? So you guys, so now, right, when you was talking about your 30-second story, 45-second story, whatever, right? Package your 30 to 45-second story so where it can be the most powerful version it can be as far as results, and business, right? So when you talk to people, it leaves a profound mark on them to where they always think about you as far as like, hey, like I remember when he was telling me about that Herbalife opportunity, that Herbalife business opportunity, or I remember they was talking to me about those results. Let me hit them up. And remember I was talking. So when you have that, the 30-second story, let's just call it the story, right? When you have the story, right, packaged with the intangibles of asking the wellness profile questions, asking the correct questions so you can get something back, exchanging the phone number, the Instagrams, right? Giving out a lift off, a shot of tea, a protein bar, whatever it may be, right? Those are the things that set you up for success for that person to come back and say, you know what? I want to mess with you. I want to get started. Man, I've been watching you for X amount of time and I'm ready now. Or, yo, I don't know if it's for me, but I know somebody that's going to be really interested in that. My cousin been talking about losing weight. Let me connect y'all. Whatever it may be, right? When you have when you properly prepare, how does it go? Proper preparation prevents poor results. What is it? Something like that? So how does that go? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. The 5 P's or whatever, something like that. Yeah, that's how it goes. Awesome. You see how I thought of that on the fly? Right. So that is what you do. So if you show up powerfully, if you do the stuff on the forefront, if you're ready for the opportunity, right, you never have to get ready. So therefore, all you got to do is perform. You see what I'm saying? And that's the best part about it. And that's going to allow you to, like I said before, get you more customers, get you more leads, will get you more customers. Because the thing about it is, not every lead is going to turn into a customer. But I'd rather have 100 leads than 10 leads. Because I'd rather have the 90 more because I was good at what I do than rather getting shut all the way down because I froze up. You see what I'm saying? So I'd rather have 100 leads that could possibly give me 50 customers. That's just a random number. It could really be 100 customers, right? But I'd rather have the 100 leads so I could get more customers so I could have more volume so I could qualify for more things, right? Speaking of qualifying for things, this is awesome that we're going to talk about this now. You see how I'm tying things in one after another? Like it just keep coming. You know what I'm saying? It's just consistent action, consistent fire on you guys. Speaking about qualifying for things, so we got 2 things that's going on, right? Well, the first thing is this month, right? If you are currently a supervisor, for anybody that's watching this call now and that's going to watch it in the future, if you are currently a supervisor today, right, as of March, January 13th, if you're a supervisor as of January 13th today, if you do your 2,500 as a supervisor, you will receive a gift from me personally. It's going to be super dope, right? You don't want to miss it if you do your 2,500. If you are not a supervisor and you hit supervisor this month, between now and January 31st, if you do hit supervisor, you will also get something from me, right? And that's super cool too. So that's just something so you guys can go for. And also on the back end, right? Who knows the qualifications for LUW? Who knows what it is? Raise your hand if you know what it is. I see Marcus, he's frantic looking, right? For those who went to JKO, you guys should know the qualifications for LDW. That's all right. I'll just go ahead and I'll just sit here and wait. Anybody that want to go, just unmute yourself and go.
I think it's 1,000. 1,000 before LDW.
Okay, you're right. I actually said that wrong. You are lightweight right, Carlos. Yes, you are lightweight right. For those that are not distributors, for those people who are not supervisors, if you're a distributor, if you do 1,000 volume points between now and LDW, yes, you get to qualify. Yes, that is very true. What I meant to say was the qualifications for VIP seating. Who knows the qualifications for VIP seating for LDW? Obviously, if you don't go to LDW, I know you don't know. So really it's between Carlos, Amanda, and Jorge to know these things. So everybody else get a pass for right now.
Is it 20? Is it 20K? I just know I have to hit 5K a month, every month to qualify. That's my goal.
So listen, right? This is the thing. If you don't know so all this lets me know is that if you don't know the qualification or for VIP seating, more than likely you wasn't going for it, right? Which is fine. It's not a shot in the arm if you wasn't going for it, but just know that for the people that are going for it, they know the qualification, right? So for VIP seating, as far as LDW goes, between now and the end of March, so the last day of March, EOM in March, right? 20,000 documented volume points is bronze. Let me pull this up, actually. I'll pull this up so I can show you guys so you feel me, y'all got a visual. 1 second. And this also goes with what I was about to say about the promo. 1 second, let me see. Skirt. Back to promotions. Boom. Okay, let me get this. Skirt. Share. Sorry. Can you guys see it? Let me get move this. Y'all can see? Thumbs up if y'all can see it. All right, cool. So, Lead the Way to Success, Leadership Development Weekend, April 2019. This is awesome. Qualification period is between January and March of 2019. It's open to fully qualified supervisors. So if you're a supervisor already, you already get to qualify. If you are not a supervisor, you have to do 1,000 volume points. All Herbalife Nutrition independent distributors who accumulate 1,000 documented volume points or more over the qualification period during the 3 consecutive months will qualify. So this is all Herbalife Nutrition independent distributors. You see how it says fully qualified supervisors and all Herbalife distributors. So if you're not a supervisor, do 1,000, but really just hit supervisor before then, really, right? So this is what it is. So bronze is an accumulative amount of, so mind you, just so you guys know, also within this, right? You have to be hitting 2,500 January, February, March for you to qualify. So basically doing the work as a regular supervisor plus more for you to qualify. So if you do 15 as a supervisor, right? If you do 1,500 this month, you're already automatically out of the qualification for any of this. So just do 2,500 plus more, right? Bronze is 20,000 documented volume points. And if you qualify for bronze, so this is 20,000 documented volume points over January, February, and March together. So not 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. It's 20,000 within these 3 months. You can qualify for bronze. And now if you qualify for bronze, you'll get a gift and you'll get recognition, which is awesome. Silver is 25,000 documented volume points, 5,000 more than bronze, right? You get the gift, you get recognition, you get preferred seating, so you get to sit in front of people closest to the front of the room, and you also get a 2-day shake lunch. So for lunch, you ain't got to go buy no food. They'll give you a shake right there. I believe they don't have all the flavors in stock, but they give you like 5 different flavors to choose from, which is awesome. So that's silver. Gold is the gift, the recognition, the shake lunch still, and VIP seating. So even closer to the front, you get a light lunch so you can get, you feel me, actual food to go with the shake. You get a special dinner. I believe one of the nights, it's Saturday night before the party or whatever. And you also get the President's Team experience. I've never qualified for the President's Team experience yet, but the President's Team experience is basically something super cool. You get to dress up, you get to take pictures, you get to get exclusive little nuggets from President's Team and all this kind of stuff. It's basically an experience as a President's Team member that you want to qualify for, and it's super dope. And yeah, you definitely want to get to that. And so that was 30,000 for gold. 10,000 more than 20,000 for bronze. And then platinum is everything that was included with gold everything that was included with silver, everything that was included with bronze, plus a photo opportunity with the, I believe, not the CEO, obviously, because he's not coming to LDW, but it's with the guest speakers and all the presidency members, like your own individual photo that you can frame and everything like that. So that's super cool. So really what this means is that, and also for January, it's double volume. So for those that don't understand that, basically it's saying like, okay, you do your basic 2,500, right? So when you do your 2,500, that's the baseline for you to hit your double volume. So you hit 2,500. Herbalife is going to give you a 2,500 to match that. They're going to double up the volume that you hit. So now you have a total of 5,000 that goes towards either one of these qualifications, right? So they give you a total of double volume up to 5,000. So if you hit 5,000 in January, they'll give you another 5,000 to match that. So now you have 10,000 total in your first month going towards bronze or whatever qualification you're going for. So for example, right, like it says right here, you do 8,000 volume points. Awesome. Herbalife is only going to match 5,000 out of that. So because you did 8,000 plus the extra 5 they're going to give you, they're going to give you 13,000 towards your qualification for 20, 25, 30, or 35. So that's awesome. So basically do 5K and over, and you'll double up on the 5 plus whatever else that you hit, and you'll be more than halfway towards the minimal qualification of bronze, which is super cool. So how do you do this high volume, right? It's not only about you getting more preferred members. It's not only about you getting more customers. It's about you getting more new distributors and helping them get new customers and new preferred members, right? So talk about the business opportunity to everyone you know and talk to them about how you can help them get paid, right? So talk with your people's people on the phone about, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get you started, XYZ, boom. When they order under your person, now you having that person build more confidence. Now they're starting to go out and talk to more people on their own, which is helping your documented volume skyrocket up and up higher than what it normally would have been if you was just out there talking by yourself. It's easier to talk to 100 people with 10 people doing the talking than it is to you to talk to 100 people by yourself. Does that make sense? Right? Because then it's like, okay, I'm going to talk to 10, you're going to talk to 10, you're going to talk to 10, all the way up to 100, rather than me, myself, talking to 100 people, right? So it's a lot easier. So it's a collective team unit. Don't think that you have to do all 20,000 by yourself. Don't think that you have to do anything by yourself. It's a lot funner and it's a lot faster when you do it with other people. So we'll stop share with that. And so that's the qualification for LDW, right? Oh, Jorge, you want to say something? I see your hand is raised. Let me see.
I was just gonna ask you about it's up to 5,000, right? Like don't match
up to 5K, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, but you covered it.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. And also with that qualification, right, we're gonna do stuff just like Herbalife is doing. So for anybody on this call that's within this organization, right, that qualifies for any of those bronze to platinum, right? If you qualify, along with what Herbalife will give you, I will personally gift you something super dope based upon your qualification. So if you qualify bronze, Herbalife is going to give you all that. You'll qualify bronze. You'll make a lot of money, obviously, because you didn't qualify. And then you'll get something from your upline, which is super cool. And all the way up. So if you qualify silver, gold, platinum, you're going to get something that's respective to that tier level if you qualify. So that's the promo. If you qualify for LDW, you get all of that stuff, plus you get stuff from your upline. Go for it. You see what I'm saying? Go for it, period. Also, if you're a supervisor, you do 2,500, you get something. Also, if you are a distributor and you hit supervisor this month, you will get something. So you're getting gifts for stuff that you was already gonna do. Go for it, man. Quit playing with the game. Go for what's yours. It's already yours. It's already out there. It's already in your view. All you got to do is just go grab it, right? The 20,000, you've already seen the qualifications, right? It's there. It's very possible for you to do that. You just got to go out there and get it. So that's super dope. So don't forget about that. What else? I have a few things that I have to go over. Damn, it's already. when it's a lot of information going across the call, you know what I'm saying? I didn't realize it was already 40. I'm thinking that we got a while more to go. Okay. Now let's start. Let's get into that mode, right? Who here wants to sponsor more distributors? What do you guys feel like is easier? Getting more customers or getting more distributors? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1, type a 1 if you feel like it's easier getting customers. Type a 2 if you feel like it's getting more distributors. 1 is easier to get more customers. Right, I said that right? 1 is for customers, 2 is distributors. For the one that you feel like is easier. 1, 1, 1. 1. Okay, cool. 1. Jorge doing extra. 1. Okay. All right. Now, for anybody that can unmute, right? What do you guys feel like is the biggest disconnect from getting a distributor? Like, where is the fall off for you getting a distributor? For anybody that wants to unmute.
Getting them to respond back after you explain to them what Herbalife is about and what you do and how much income you make.
Okay, getting them to respond back. A lot of the time, and now that does happen, like even for me, like I don't want to say even for me, but yeah, even to me, it happens like people just don't respond back. Because I think the thing that people feel like is like, okay, this might be a lot for me at the time. Like I know for me at the time, if you would have told me, and we got to think about it like this. How are we explaining it to people? Are we making it seem like a job? Are we making it seem like it's all of this stuff you have to do? Because at the end of the day, yes, we know what it takes to be a successful Herbalife distributor. Yes, we know what it takes to reach president's team. Yes, right? But you guys got to remember that not everybody wants to go president's team. Not everybody wants to make $10,000 a month because some people actually do love their job. I don't want to say actually, but you know what I'm saying? Some people love their job. Some people love what they do. Some people never want to leave. Some people just want a little bit of extra money. Some people want an extra 200, right? So my thing is what I found best as far as signing up distributors is ask people what they want. Like, that's the simplest it could get. Like, what do you want out of this opportunity, right? And you can let them know about what's available to them, but you need to ask, out of this availability, what's your prerogative? Out of the minimal, you can make an extra 200 a month, or you can make. And now I'm not gonna just say to somebody off the rip like, oh yeah, you can make $20 a month, like. That's a conversation you have a little bit later because some people can't even fathom that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say like, yo, $2,000 a month, right? You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, oh, 200 and 2,000. Like, this is what's available to you. That's how much you make. You can say however much you made last month because at the end of the day, you never want to discredit how much money you make because at the end of the day, nobody on this call is doing Herbalife full time. So it's all extra income. Oh, you made 150 last month? Or you made last month? I made 150 last month. Yeah, I made 150 last month getting in shape and helping a few of my friends get in shape. Extra around what I do. For a single mom, $150, for a single parent, that's life-changing. For a college student, $150 is life-changing. For the regular adult that doesn't have any secondary income at all, $150 extra is life-changing. So don't discredit how much money you have made or what you thought you should have made last month. Say it proudly because you're doing it extra. Now, I don't know if $150 is impressive if you're doing it full time. That's not necessarily impressive, right? But part-time, the magic of first of all, I need you guys to be able to understand the magic of part-time. Marcus, go ahead.
So one thing about part-time, people think that as an extended part-time, like they make it seem like part-time is still not enough time in their life. So sometimes they make it seem like part-time is like literally not as we think it is, like as an easy convert into our lifestyle. So that's what I've seen kind of, I guess, backdrop on me. Not a bad thing, but that's what I've seen before when I talk about the business, is that they feel like maybe part-time may not be enough for them, but really they just don't see the bigger picture of what our part-time
Mhm.
business side can be for them. So that's what I want to add on to that.
Got you, for sure. So going back to what Amanda says, thinking about how so when you're talking about explaining it to people, one, as the distributor presenting the business opportunity, look at who you're talking to, right? You're not going to necessarily talk to a successful business owner, a successful doctor, somebody that already has a corporate America job. You're not going to talk to that person in the same way you would talk to a college athlete looking for something to make some extra money with. You see what I'm saying? So you can't speak the same language. So you need to, one, realize how you're coming at them. And two, if you can, set up an in-person, like, listen, I'm in your face. I need you to feel what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? I need you to feel about how excited I am about this business opportunity. And that's one, two, and then three, be the example of what you're saying that you are and what you want to create. And at the end of the day, people are just not going to hit you back sometimes. Like, don't get discouraged or when people, don't hit you back, because I'm saying, that's a numbers game. You got to talk to a gang of people before people actually want to hear what you got to say. And you got to win first. Before anything, you got to win and show people that it's worth it. You know what I mean? One. Two, going back to what Marcus was saying about the part-time thing, that kind of piggybacking off of what I was just saying to Amanda, look at who you're talking to, right? So if you're talking to somebody that's an athlete that's already kind of living that life and they're saying, oh, part-time is not enough or whatever they say, or I don't have enough time, like, explain to them, like, this is the same thing. This is a quote that I love to say to people. You already do Herbalife without doing Herbalife. Like, you already do it. You feel me? Like, you already post. You already work out. You already talk about these other proteins. You already give people advice. People are already asking you about what you're eating, what your workout regimen is like. You already doing Herbalife without doing it. You giving out free everything. You're giving free. And you talking about you want to make more money, but you talking about you ain't got time. You already doing it. So now once you put the platform behind you that you can stand on, that will allow you to be a bigger person than what you were before. Because now you have something that's solid under you rather than you saying that you don't have part-time. That was a lightweight nugget, right? I didn't even get to say that was a bar because I was just so but no, for real, like, that's what you want to say, right? What does it say? So you're already sponsored that. Yeah. Like, you look like, I don't know if you was a part of the team when I was talking about sponsoring people, like, but I tell people, like, look, listen, I'm trying, what do I say? When I'm talking to people, this is specifically for gym athletes, right? Gym goers, right? I say, look, yo, are you sponsored? I know damn well they're not sponsored. I know you're not sponsored, but I'm going to ask for you sponsored because, one, that makes them feel good because you're like, oh, you think I look good enough to be sponsored? Okay. But no, I'm not sponsored yet. What's up? Man, I'm trying to sponsor you. How are you trying to sponsor me? Man, I got a perfect opportunity for you to get a discount on the products. I got an opportunity for you to gain income on the products that can go from 25 to 50% profit and discount on the products. I have a whole line of stuff that you can choose from: athletic line, post-workout, pre-workout, weight loss, water shredding, skin booster, mint mask, pumpkin spice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a gang of stuff that you can say that's tailored to that person or what they like to do. Oh, you like bodybuilding? Oh, we got Rebuild 24. Oh, you like cardio? We got CR7. You see what I'm saying? Oh, you just want to live a little bit healthier? Oh, we got healthy shakes. Oh, you love stuff about your skin? We got a whole gang of that stuff over there. You know what I'm talking about? A gang of that stuff, right? So talk to people that's tailored to them, because at the end of the day, it is a sponsorship. You are sponsoring them. You are bringing them into something, right? Yes. Do you want to get sponsored? I want to give you discount on products. And I want to allow you to have the opportunity to make income on these products. Because listen, Jake, you talking about you love this Muscle Farm, this Gold Standard, One Up Nutrition, Ronnie Coleman stuff, whatever, right? And whenever somebody asking you, or you got that little 10% discount coupon in your bio, right? I always wondered, does that mean you make 10% profit, or does that make, what is that, right? I'm not knocking nobody. I just want to know what it means. But if that means you make 10% profit, if somebody want to go on and type in your discount code, right? Come to this side where you can make instantly 25% profit up to 50. Like, explain to them about what's the benefits of you joining, and you finna join a team, and it's about to be rocking out, and we get to travel the world if that's what you want to do, and we get to dress up in nice clothes if that's what you want to do, and we get to be surrounded by people that's super positive if that's what you want to do, and you can change your life if that's what you want to do, or if you just want to make a few dollars and work out and use the products and make a little bit extra money, that's available to you, for sure. But if you want to do all this latter stuff, travel the world and inspire people and speak on stage and change your legacy, that's also available to you. Or if you want to be somewhere in the middle, that's also available to you. You need to allow people to choose what's available to them, because you need to be able to explain that everything is available to them. Everything is available to you. You want to make it 200, you want to just work out, post your workouts, you want to talk about Herbalife a little bit, you want to make an extra $300, $400, $500, that is freaking great. I love you, and I want you to continue to do that every month. You, on the other hand, you want to show up to events, you want to go to president's team, you want to qualify for everything, you going for everything like that, you showing up powerfully, you doing your personal development, and you wearing your button every day, you talking to 10 people every day, this is also available to you. It's your choice. But you need to be able to allow that person to choose. Don't choose for them. Don't make people feel bad for wanting this when you feel like they should want this. Just because they're super ripped and buff don't mean that they want this. And just because they're not super buff and ripped don't mean that they want this. They maybe want to go president's team, but they maybe need a little bit of work. That's all right. I guarantee this person needs work too, as far as their mind and personal development. Just because somebody's super ripped doesn't make them president's team. Well, everybody's president's team material. Let's just get that clear. Everybody's president's team material, but I don't prejudge anybody. I don't say, oh, this person's super ripped. They got muscles. They look like they should be able to go. I would love to have you on my team. Yeah, for sure. But, hey, I don't know. For this person that maybe not be the most aesthetically pleasing, that don't have the abs of steel, that don't got, you feel me, crazy vascularity going on, you can probably make it the president's team just as much as this person can, because it's not about necessarily your results all of the way. Yes, your results do count. Disclaimer. Yes, your results for sure count, but it does also on the 1B to that is, who are you as a person and what's your mind like, and how much are you willing to grow, and how much are you willing to sacrifice to make it the president's team? How many president's team members we done seen that's not ripped? How many president's team members we done seen that look like they need to be doing something different than what they're doing right now, right? And how many people we done seen that's ripped like a motherfucker, that look like, good God, right? That look like Jesus Christ, right? That's not over here. What's the difference? The difference is the interior work, the showing up, the talking to people, the wearing the button, to going to events. That's the difference, right? So I don't prejudge anybody. Anybody can make it the president's team, but it's just a choice of if you want to do it, right? I just like we took it on one right now, but that's just what happens. Anybody else have anything they want to say about the disconnect as far as clients to distributors? Or was that good enough? That's cool. We can always say that was good enough. And then, like I'm saying, I'm always available if you want to talk about it. Right. Cool. So that's awesome. Now, damn, 5 minutes left. This is awesome. This is going by really, really good. Extravaganza. Right. So let's talk about it real quick, guys. So everybody on this call has paid their money for extravaganza. So let's just put it out there. Jorge, you got another question? Go ahead, bro. You got another question or no?
Oh, it's not a question, but I mean, might as well now. I figured I think it's pretty hard. I find it hard getting distributors. I still haven't got one, but I always see, at least on Instagram, a whole bunch of different people getting on business opportunity calls. So I figured if in the same week all of us are talking to people, instead of getting them, I don't want to say that we get them confused through a message, but that's something that through us, if we could each get one person on a business opportunity call on whatever day, that's, I don't know how many people are on here, but that's like 5, 6, 7, I don't know.
Right.
So that's an option to kind of just, especially having you lead it, or any, yeah.
Oh, you want your boy to lead it? Oh my God, thank you.
No, it would because at least with me, sometimes when I read messages, I might misinterpret what whoever the other person on the side is saying. And even though you're telling me 500 or 2,000 a month, I don't see that passion that you would maybe through a FaceTime or in person, like we say.
Right, for sure, definitely. So, I think that, and that's great that you're bringing this up, because I was actually talking to one of my sidelines about this. Like the other day, she was like, "Oh, do you guys do like HOMs?" And I'm like, "We don't do HOMs at all. Like, we don't do that at all. You know what I mean? Which we should, right? So as an organization, right? Let's now, and this is a great way to get people to see it at least weekly, right? So just in case there's no local HOM for you to plug into, or there's no nutrition club for you to go to where they host nutrition clubs where they host HOMs at, right? A weekly live HOM is definitely a great place for you to get people. It's like, listen, I mean, I can't say the day, but you can be like, yo, Wednesdays at this time, if you want to hear about the business opportunity, you should get on this call with one of my uplines or my sponsor or whoever, you know what I mean, whatever the case may be, right? And it don't got to be long. The business opportunity is going to be long. It'll be like, you feel me? It's not an hour long, you know what I mean? So you can always tell people like, listen, it's like 10 to 20 minutes about what Herbalife is, right? The opportunity, what's possible, the products, how you can make money, X, Y, or XYZ. And if you want to know the super more details about it, get with whoever invited you on the call. That's very possible for us to do. But I also understand that people, are doing stuff throughout the week, and not everybody be able to make it at a certain time. So that's definitely a conversation that we can have as far as like, okay, do you guys want to start a local or a weekly HOM, which is cool, right? I'm definitely down for that. It could damn near be on some like, you feel me, like Sundays after the team call, right? It could be something like that, or before the team call. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying what it has to be or what it can't, or I'm just saying what it can be. I'm with it though. Just if everybody wants to post the times that they're available throughout the week where you have at least 30 minutes to chill out and get in front of a call, right? Just post it in the chat after the team call, and we can figure it out from there. And we'll rock out from there. But yeah, I definitely forgot what I was going to say. Extravaganza, right? So everybody in this call has paid money, which is awesome, right? I believe it's 11 of us, something like that, 12 of us. So what happened was, just so everybody's in the clear for the air that'll watch this call and is going to watch this in the future, whatever, right? I saw the house, and this is actually cool because I can double back on this too. I saw the house and I was like, okay. And Helica is actually the one that made me even think about looking at the house, because she said something about, I forgot what she said. She said something about extravaganza. And I'm just like, you know what, let me just look, right? Because last year in Houston, we had a hookup with Relly, right? And her family member was like, she had a family member that worked for the Hilton or some shit like that, which allowed us to be able to get the room for cheap, right? So for those who was able to come to extravaganza last year, who was there last year? Takesha, Amanda. That's it, right? That's on the call right now. It allowed for us to for everybody else to stay in the room free, which was cool, right? This year, I don't know about none of that. That's okay. Whatever. We don't got that, right? I knew that coming in. So I'm like, okay, we got to get a room. We got more people that's active currently right now than last year at this time. I know that New Orleans was about to be lit. So I'm like, let me just look at the Airbnb, right? And it's funny because I seen it, right? Because I wasn't sure what I was looking at. I was like, okay, like I know I said 50 people. Let me just look for one house that can hold like 15 people, right? Just to start, right? So I looked, and it was only like maybe like, I don't know, like 20 houses or 25 houses that fit that what's the word I'm looking for? What I was looking for, there's only 20 houses that look for that, right? I can't think of the word right now. Right. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like I had looked earlier that day and I looked again and it was like, okay, 20 again. And then that's when I said it to you guys like, yo, like this was possible. Who want to drop it was like 1,700 total, right? Like 1,750 or some shit like that. So I did the math. I'm like, well, we can get 10 people right now to, you know what I'm saying? We can do a little something, right? So I'm looking and then, you know, I said, and so one shout out to the gang for acting on that immediately because I did not expect that. I did not expect for people to be like, oh yeah, here go the money. Boom, 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 boom. I thought it was going to take, you know, a period of time, which is super cool. That just shows the commitment and the level of action that we're willing to take right now. So I'm looking, and so as people sending me the money, right, I'm looking and I'm like, okay, like it's gonna be however much it was, $860 to book the first half. So I'm looking, and people sending me the money. I'm like, okay, like I wasn't sure if we're gonna get 10 that day or what. But it was like, okay, one person, whatever. I'm like, okay, we got 6 people. Okay, another person, 7, right? I think Josefina sent me her money like late at night, like 9 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like we got 10, rock out. I go on the thing, it's talking about 15 homes left. I'm like, whoa, 15? It was just 25 like a couple hours ago. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm looking. And the house that I looked at before was like 1,700. I was like, okay, cool. That's what we was looking at before. I go to look at it again. They tell me, oh, $350 a night, which now raised the total price to like $2,400 for the whole stay. I'm like, first of all, that's out. We're not doing that. Like, okay, where are we gonna go, right? So I'm looking, and I see actually a better house, like a little bit more plush on the inside for the same price. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm looking. 7 homes left in the area. I'm like, bruh, why is so many people booking these houses for these dates? I'm like, I have to book it now. So long story short, we got the house booked. It's a villa. It's got, I don't know, like, I forget how many. I don't know how many rooms it got. I got enough rooms. It got like 9 beds in there, so it's cool. We're going to double up in the beds. It's going to be cool. Everybody on this call has, for sure, a space on a bed. For sure, right? And then also, for everybody else that'll come after, like, to fill this house, I believe it was 11 that paid the money that's going to have the house now. We're going to probably put, like, obviously the beds, we can double up in the beds, so whatever. But, I mean, some people can sleep on the sleeping bags. But my thing about this is like the goal of 50, no matter what, 50 people can't fit in there, right? Which is fine. When these other distributors come, right, when you're talking to your new distributors, your new business partners about what it's going to be like in New Orleans, about how we're going to go, how it's going to be lit, how you need to get signed up, so how you need to get momentum going. Because when we go to New Orleans, it's going to be stupid, right? You got to start telling them about, like, we already got a house, and it's like, that's the cool thing you can tell people. We already, like, this is what I couldn't say last year. I couldn't tell people, oh yeah, we already got this many people that's going. Like, no, I was talking about bringing 10 people. For you guys can be like, yo, we already got a house with 12 people in it. We're going for 50. Come on. You know what I'm saying? That builds the excitement around extravaganza, right? That builds the excitement around it. That builds the hype about, like, yo, what is extravaganza? Why do I need to go? Oh, they go in 12 deep. Because mind you, people don't go 12 deep nowhere like that. Like that travel, that's already a big thing, going 12 deep across the country. And we're going for a business opportunity. Well, we're going for a business celebration. We're going for the actual culture of the city. We're going for, whose first time is it in New Orleans? Not Marcus, not Josefina. Well, you guys are cool. You guys are cool. No, I'm just playing. But I believe probably for most of the people that's going to go is going to be their first time, right? It'll be my first time too, so it'll be super cool. But the hype around what it's going to do, the hype about what it's going to be like, the hype about what it's going to do for your business coming out of the event, the hype about what it's going to do for your life coming out of the event. That is what you want to be talking to people about and telling them that they cannot miss it, that they cannot miss this event because it's going to be something epic, life-changing, monumental, astronomical, something that's just going to be phenomenal, right? That's what you want to be telling people. So you can bring your own team with you. Because, yeah, it's cool for you to be going with your sidelines. Yeah, that's awesome, dope, and everything. Yes, for sure. But you want to be, you as a distributor, as a leader, as a future Get Team, Mill Team, President's Team member, want to bring your own team with you to the event, because that's what's going to make the event much more powerful, much more stronger, much more profound for you and for them, because they're automatically going to look at you as a person that brought them and to say, hey, thanks for bringing me, and they're going to look at you as a leader. So now when you have people coming with you, that makes your leadership level up. It makes you as a person level up, and it makes your business in turn, because of those previous things, level up as well. And of course, it's going to be fucking lit. We're going to have the best time of our lives, and it's going to be club night after Sunday, and it's going to get turned in there. Of course. Yes. Awesome. It's going to be freaking dope. Food. Yes. Pictures. Yes. Peeled out. Ha! Right. Your results got to be on point. Yeah. Team photo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be lit. So build that when talking to people about what it's going to be like. Because like I said, last year at this time, that's all I was talking to people about, extravaganza. Man, it's about to be stupid. Like, yeah, of course, I didn't lose sight of STS the next month. I didn't lose sight of LDW in a few months. I didn't lose sight of the things that were coming up, right? But for the big thing, I'm looking at extravaganza like, yo, this is my report card, right? This is going to show how hard I worked all year based upon my results at extravaganza, right? That's how I looked at it. And it's going to be dope, man. So I would say we already got the half, $85. The next $85 ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing, right? I would say start working on your flights so you can get the cheapest flight possible. That way that, you know, when it's starting to get closer and closer, because yeah, it's 6 months away. Like, yeah, of course, but you don't want to be in a money situation when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm traveling. Like, damn, I know I got rent due or whatever you may pay. You know what I'm saying? You got your bills. You want to be straight when you're going out there. You want to be worry free. You want to be like, okay, you know, I properly prepared for this, right? So get your guys' flight. And I ain't gonna say get them, but look at the flights. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your research. And yeah, it's gonna be lit for sure. Other than that, though, guys, yeah. It's about 12:08. What's the deal with me? I'm saying wrong shit. I'm saying wrong shit all day. It's about 8:08. 8:08. Shout out to Kanye. It's about 8:08. Does anybody have any questions? All questions, good questions. Does anybody have anything to say? Anything they want to clarify? Anything you're confused about as far as the business? Anything that you want to get out about anything? Is that everybody knows how to get into President's Team? Everybody can make their President's Team from here on out. We don't got to do no more calls. We don't got to go no more trainings. Everybody can go to President's Team, right? That's basically what y'all saying. Okay, cool. Takesha like, no, that's not what I'm saying. That's not. Takesha's like, that's not what I'm saying at all. No. That's not what I'm saying. No, I'm just playing. It's all good. If you ain't got no questions right now, it's all good. As always, you guys can call. Jorge, actually, no. I'm glad that I remember this right now. Can you give a few of your nuggets and takeaways from going out to the mall and talking to people the other day, real quick, before we go?
It was kind of just saying it. I think the hardest one was the conversation starter, but the two contacts that I got and the one that was like, he even filled out a wellness assessment and everything. He's coming in this week to my gym. It was just based off of regular conversation. It was just, he was one of my cashiers. It was just like, hey, what's up? Da-da-da. He was wearing obviously his employee uniform. And then I was like, oh, how's work? And then he's like, oh, da-da-da. And he was like, what do you do? Boom. So right there was right away. And then he's like, dang, I've been trying to lose weight. I need to get more confidence. Da-da-da. And funny thing is, he's like, the girl that I like, she's at the gym all the time. Da-da-da. But he's not. So,
oh, you say, oh.
No, him. Him.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Not him. So you know, that was low key once in a lifetime perfect scenario.
Right.
But that's definitely what you just have a genuine conversation, and some way, somehow, if you're genuine about it and if you're about Herbalife, which we all should be, it'll pop up. Like it should come out naturally from us. It's nothing. It's not like we're faking it. Like what we talk about is what we do, and but I I got pretty lucky that he just happens to be really looking to get fit. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like an easy scenario.
Right. And like I was saying earlier, when you in the Herbalife-ness, when you in the shits, that happens to you. Like right now, you're in momentum, hitting supervisor with the shake bar at the club. Yeah, you want to get your pin. Yeah, exactly. When you, I don't know what you're saying, bro, but I'm not gonna unmute you. When you're in the Herbalife-ness, when you in the shit, when you are doing the deal, stuff starts to fall your way. That's how the universe works. Oh, this is also what I wanted to say real quick. Real quick. Real quick before I let you guys go. 3 books that I suggest that you guys get on ASAP. I saw mine. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, always wear a pin. Definitely, that's a standard. That's a feel me. Yeah, gang. 3 books that you guys should read. Right. I know for me, I'm doing a personal development challenge to where I'm reading a book every month or listening to an audiobook every month, so I can increase my attractiveness, so I can increase my awareness and everything like that. 3 things that I suggest that you guys read so we can kind of all be on the same page. And now, of course, personal development for somebody is a little bit different. You may need something different than what I'm doing right now. This is just what I'm doing, but it may be relevant to you. So first one, The Compound Effect. Super, super good book. Definitely something that you want to read. Is talking about basically your decisions and your actions, how they can affect you later down the line, especially for you guys that are doing 90-day plans, how your 90-day plan right now on day 7, whatever it may be, will see results in day 60, right? How what you do on day 10 can affect what you're doing on day 60 and things like that. Very, very good book. It's not that long. It's 100 and like, what is this? 158 pages. This is nothing, right? You can read this easy. That's the first one. The second one is The Secret. Really good book. This is talking about the law of attraction, talking about basically what you think permeates into the world and how it comes back to you in your face. So think good thoughts out to the universe, good things come back to you. This is a really good book especially for your mindset, and when you're talking to people and you're getting no's and you're like this is frustrating, people aren't responding to me how I want them to. This is a really good book to keep you level-headed and for you to succeed over those things. The Secret. And the third one, I don't have it in actual book form, but it's called the 10X Rule. I talk about it all the time. The 10X Rule so first of all, this is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Awesome. The Secret by Rhonda Burns. Byrnes, or Byrne, Byrne. The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. And what is it? The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. So that's actually one of my favorite books. Super, super dope. Super dope. Love Grant Cardone. And his initials are GC, just like mine. Psst, right. That has nothing to do with anything. But those are 3 books. I don't care in which way you read them. I'm not saying you have to read them. It's not a requirement. This is not nothing where I'm like, oh, if you don't read it, then whatever. I'm just putting it out there for you guys to read. It's your prerogative. But leaders are readers, right? So that's all I got to say. Get this to your team members. If you guys haven't, whatever, got them on a call, whatever it may be. It is 8:15. I know I done went longer than usual, but it's whatever. If you guys need me, what are you guys saying in the chat? 7. I was branded at the time also. I saw my pen. Wow, enjoyed it. Yeah. I'm gonna see you guys. Call me if you need me. It's the middle of the month. Also, checks dropped. We'll talk about that next week. See, there's so much stuff going through my mind right now. The checks dropped. We'll talk about the checks next week. I'll remind myself to talk about it. I will see you guys. This call will be posted in a minute. Let's get out there.